We all know eliminating waste has been a priority for President Trump in his return to the Oval, with the federal government's finances under a microscope. And already the Justice Department has terminated nearly $1 billion in grants, funding everything from centers for domestic violence survivors to gun violence prevention and police training. And some are now worried that this slashing is coming with a price, especially in major cities like Chicago. For 13 years in a row, Chicago has worn a grim badge as the nation's leader in homicides. In 2024, you're looking at that number standing at 573. There is reason for hope. This year, the Chicago Police Department reports murders are at the lowest level in 6 years, with that improvement attributed to grassroots efforts benefiting from federal funding. NewsNation's Mills Hayes is tracking these cuts and spoke with leaders who are concerned as Chicago heads into the summer season. Mills, what are you hearing?
Hi, Natasha. Well, these cuts affect police training, crisis hotlines, victim service programs, and many other things. Some nonprofit leaders say that these cuts are going to make our communities less safe. For the 13th year in a row, the city of Chicago held the unwanted title of most murders in the U.S. 573 people killed. The Chicago Police Department saw key changes after a 2019 outside review of how police handle homicide investigations.
I think the most remarkable part of this is that for 5 years, it's been an unyielding commitment to put these recommendations into place.
Now murders are down 37% and shootings are down 52% compared to 2021. The Metropolitan Peace Initiative supports local organizations and helps train police, victim advocates, trauma center recovery specialists, and more.
Our coroner's report said that we prevented 383 murders. We look at the places where there's concentrated shootings, and then we man those blocks with folks who are from those neighborhoods, and we've seen a 41% decline year over year from 23 to 24.
But this week, the Department of Justice announced they were terminating over $800 million in grants to support police and victims of crime.
We had about $6.2 million from the DOJ. This cut means that there's 3.7 approximately that we won't get, and that impacts the local organizations that we support.
Cities like New York, D.C., Miami, San Francisco, Baltimore, Seattle, and many more saw millions of dollars cut too. The Trump administration says money would be reallocated to support the administration's policies, which include combating violent crime, protecting sexual assault and trafficking victims, and protecting American children.
These funding cuts are devastating. Last year, we saw on average a 40% reduction in homicides in cities with over 1 million residents. But if you look at why that happened, the intense drops in homicides were where these community-based organizations were strongest.
Programs like the Metropolitan Peace Initiative are advocating for the Department of Justice to restore their funding. The DOJ has already restored some grant cuts this week, and Attorney General Pam Bondi says that they will continue to ensure that services for victims are not impacted.
It's a very interesting story. Mills Hayes tracking that for us. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.